Hello and welcome to Insights IS. Guys, the aim of our program is to simplify and streamline your preparation so that you can attempt maximum questions regarding to prelims in prelims 2020. So let's start with the first issue. SANS campaign. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched a campaign in Gujarat named Social Awareness and Action to Neutralize Pneumonia Socially. That is, the acronym is SANS. The aim is to reduce child mortality due to pneumonia, which is always in the percentage form of 15%, death under 5. A child suffering from pneumonia will be treated with pre-referral dose of antibiotic amoxicillin by accredited social health activists, that is ASHA workers. Pulse oximeter is a device to monitor oxygen saturation that will be used at the health and wellness center for identification and low oxygen levels in blood of child, and if is required the child can be treated by the use of oxygen cylinders. A mass awareness campaign will be launched about the effective solutions for pneumonia prevention like breastfeeding, age appropriate complementary feeding and immunization, etc. Then let's discuss something about pneumonia and its associated characteristics. Pneumonia is an infection that inflames the air sacs, that is also known as alveoli in one or both lungs. The air sacs may fill up with fluid or pus, causing symptoms such as cough, fever, chills and trouble breathing. Agents, which are those agents? It is bacteria, it's not viral. Okay, bacteria is the main agent and also some viruses and fungi also. Sorry, it's bacteria, viruses and fungi. And the bacteria which is responsible for pneumonia is Streptococcus pneumoniae. So how a transmission can be done? One is airborne through cough, sneeze, etc. and also blood transfusion, especially during birth. It is preventable through vaccination and it is very important. It can be asked in prelims as well. Vulnerable population, infants and young children especially, and people older than age of 65 and people with weak immune systems, because infants and young children will have the immune system which is slowly developed, and the people older than 65 their immune system gets deteriorated gradually. So that's the reason that's immune system will be affected. The prevalence rate among infants in India under 5 mortality rate in the country is 37 per 1000 live births, of which 5.3 deaths are caused due to pneumonia. And which are the steps taken by India? The government aims to achieve a target of reducing pneumonia deaths among the children to less than 3%, 3 per 1000 live birth by 2025. In 2014, India launched Integrated Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Pneumonia and Diarrhea, that is IAPPD. So let's discuss about the persecution of Uyghurs. This Uyghurs is one of the Muslim community which are mostly predominant in the western part, especially the western part and northwestern part of China. According to the United Nations experts and activists, at least 1 million Uyghurs, that is 10 lakh people of Uyghurs and members of other largely Muslim minority groups have been detained in camps in Xinjiang in crackdown. So Uyghur is a predominantly Turkic speaking people in ethnic group which are located in China. Already we have discussed it. They are primarily confined in China's northwestern region of Xinjiang and is one of the largest Muslim group in the region. This is very important because every year UPSC is asking either a tribe or a community. So it's important. So the next issue is Jayak Wadi Dam. Recently several instruments like seismometer, piezometer, slope meter stopped functioning properly at the Jayak Wadi Dam. If the piezometer is asked in science and technology topic and it is especially related to the dam measurement. Jayak Wadi Dam is located on the Godavari River in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra. This is very important. So the dam aims to address the dual problems of flooding along the banks during monsoon months and that of a drought during the rest of the year, particularly the Marathwada region. And guys, in comment box mention which kind of drought is being attracted towards this Marathwada region. Is it hydrological, or due to the lack of rain, or whatever you know, please write in the comment box. So the seismometer is an instrument used to measure and record seismic waves, interior structure or earthquake. So the piezometer is an instrument used for measuring the pressure of a liquid or gas or things related to the pressure. And the slope meter is used to measure the angles of slope, elevation or despair of an object. Let's discuss a mains related question which was asked in 1989. The aim of our giving this kind of question so that you can decipher which kind of question can be asked in UPSC. Water conservation has assumed an urgency, particularly in drought-prone areas. What are the methods available for controlling water evaporation from large surfaces? Example, ponds and tanks, and improving the water holding capacity of the soil. So it was 200 words in 1989 it was asked upon. So the next issue is Bharatiya Poshan Krishi Kosh. Though it is looking like the Ministry of Agriculture, but the ministry is Ministry of Women and Child Development has launched this Bharatiya Poshan Krishi Kosh in New Delhi. It is not Ministry of Agriculture, always remember it. The BPKK will be a repository of diverse crops across agroclimatic zones in India for better nutritional outcomes. Guys, in India 15 agroclimatic zones are there. We'll discuss in the next slide. The country has been broadly divided into 15 agriculture regions based on agroclimatic features, particularly soil type, climate including temperature and rainfall, and its variation of water resources. So this is very important. So let's discuss about the agroclimatic zones of India. That is, the first is Western Himalayan region. Already it is there. And you can pause it and see which kind of agroclimatic zones are there located in India. So let's discuss about the next issue, that is next issue, something about this agriculture. During the launch event, the father of the Green Revolution of India, that is M.A. Swaminathan, put forward the 5-point action program for making India nutrition secure. These are ensure calorie-rich diet for women, expectant mothers and children. The second is ensure intake of proteins in the form of pulses to eradicate protein hunger in the women and children. The third is eradicate hidden hunger due to deficiency of micronutrients like vitamin A, vitamin B, iron and zinc. And the fourth is ensure clean drinking water supply. The fifth is spreading nutrition literacy in every village, particularly in mothers with children less than 100 days old. Guys, in this year's mains, that is 2019, they asked this kind of question relating to the personalities which are who are related to the conservation in the mainstream. So they can in mains they can specify about M.S. Swaminathan also. So you have to have a note so that you can write these points very good. So the 5-point action program also aligns with the different sustainable development goals such as SDG 2, which is for zero hunger, and SDG 3, which is for good health and well-being, and SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. Guys, in comment box mention what is SDG 1 and what is SDG 15. So I am arbitrarily asking so that you should practice SDG so that you can apply while writing answers in mains. And this SDG can come in prelims as well. The government has launched programs such as Poshan Abhiyan and Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana to tackle malnutrition prevalent in the country. Already in the previous lectures we somehow mentioned this Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, and you can have a watch on that. So the next issue is Kimberley process. Guys, some regions are there in the world which are very famous for this gold deposits and diamond deposits. So most of the gold deposits are there in the Africa as well, and diamond deposits are there also. So there is a movie named Blood Diamond which was very famous, and it was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. So such a nice movie, you can watch it. It is related to diamond trade and these things. And this Kimberley process, the plenary meeting of the Kimberley process certification scheme, that is KPCS, is being hosted by India from 18 to 22nd November 2019 in New Delhi. Though it is hosted in New Delhi, in that respect it is very very important. And guys, remember, 99.8% of the diamonds in the world are conflict free. Such a good news. And the Kimberley process is a commitment to remove conflict diamonds from the global supply chain. The conflict diamonds means rough diamonds used by rebel movements or their allies to finance conflict aimed at undermining legitimate governments. So this is important, and let's discuss something about in details about this. Currently, India exports around $24 billion, that is US billion dollar, worth cut and polished diamonds. And guys, remember, Gujarat is one of a kind of state where this diamond trade is much more prevalent. Remember it. India, more than 1 million people are directly employed by the diamond industry. 1 million means 10 lakh people are employed in the diamond industry. It is very important. The KPCS came into effect from 1st January 2003. India is one of the founder members of the KPCS, and it is very very important. The Kimberley process is a joint initiative involving government, international diamond industry, and civil society to stem the flow of conflict diamonds. It is also described by United Nations Security Council UNSC resolutions. At present, KPCS has 55 members representing 82 countries including European Union with 28 members. It is chaired on a rotating basis by participating countries. Since 2003, India has been actively participating in the KPCS process and is a member of almost all working groups of KP except the working group on artisanal and alluvial production, that is WGAAP. And Department of Commerce is the nodal department. Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council, that is GJEPC, is designated as the KPCS importing and exporting authority in India. JGEPC is responsible for issuing KP certificates and is also the custodian of KP certificates receiving the country. Guys, already I mentioned where the production of this diamond occurs in India and which state of India are much more famous for this diamond industries. And in comment box, guys, mention other states are also, some other states are there, they are also indulged in the polishing and trade of diamonds. Please mention in the comment box which are those states, and in comment box mention which are those states which are famous for gold production, in the sense gold polishing, and the most of the gold export and import been happened in that state. Please mention in the comment box which state is that. So let's discuss about some questions. Another issue is there, that is JR Al Bahar, and the bilateral maritime exercise, that is JR Al Bahar, that is the English version is Roar of the Sea, is conducted between India and Qatar. The exercise helps to strengthen cooperation and enhance interoperability between the two navies. It majorly focuses on the fight against terrorism, maritime piracy and maritime security. The participation of INS Trikant and patrol aircraft P-81 will be noteworthy during the exercise. The P-81 maritime patrol aircraft incorporates the latest technology for maritime surveillance. So in that respect, it is very very important. Let's discuss some questions which you were asked in 2018. Consider the following pairs. One side is regions, sometimes mentioned in the news, and second is the country. First is Catalonia. Catalonia is located in Spain, and one referendum, they are trying to create one referendum in 2018 so that they can be separated from Spain. So it's a right statement. And the second is Crimea. Crimea is in Hungary. No, it is a wrong statement. Actually, Crimea was the part of Ukraine and Russia snatched it from Ukraine. Now Crimea is the part of Russia now. So second statement is wrong. So you can eliminate option D and option A. So the next statement is 3. Mindanao. Mindanao is in Philippines. Is it right or wrong? Yes, it is a right statement. And fourth is Oromia, Nigeria. No, Oromia is a conflict region in Ethiopia. So fourth is wrong statement. So answer is 1 and 3. So let's move to the last question. That is town sometimes mentioned in news and the country. Aleppo. Aleppo is Syria. It's a right statement. And next is Kirkuk, Yemen, Mosul, Palestine. No, Kirkuk and Mosul are the most mentioned towns in Iraq. So it is a wrong statement. 2 is wrong and 3 is wrong. Mazar-e Sharif in Afghanistan. Yes, it's Mazar-e Sharif is located in Afghanistan. The fourth option is right. So answer is 1 and 4. That is option B. So for today, that's it. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you. Let's do the questions.